Welcome to our Friday night question and answer program. Please go ahead with your call.
Hey, Chris. A quick question. The sun, moon, and stars. Can the sun, moon, and stars also refer to the timeline of history when God refers to it in the Bible?
Well, yes, the sun, moon, and stars were given by God as timekeepers, as it says in Genesis 1, verse 14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." The sun, the moon, the stars, the celestial bodies were given to govern the course of time, to keep track of time for the 24-hour day, the 7-day week, the lunar month, and even the year is very precise and has remained precise since the creation, where we know today that one full year is 365.2422 days. And we know that because of the movements of the sun, the moon, the stars. So we could not have a trustworthy biblical calendar of history unless God gave a very accurate timekeeper that could be the same in the days of Noah to our present time. And we can see why that would be so important because, for instance, with the time path that the Bible gives of 7 days or 7,000 years from the day that the door of the ark was shut in 4990 BC. Well, we would need an accurate measurement of years in order to travel 7,000 years from that point into the future for it to land on the year 2011 as it did. And so God provided this with the sun and the activity of the moon and the stars. They're very sure and very trustworthy, and that's why we can have precise dates, especially when it comes to dates regarding the feast days. The feast days that would come about on a particular month, on a particular day of a month, and so forth, and how that fits into the overall program of God, such as God fulfilling Passover when Jesus went to the cross in 33 AD, or God fulfilling the day of Pentecost also in 33 AD with the pouring out of the Holy Spirit. These things were done in precision. It's really a wonderful thing to see the interworkings of these timelines and their relationship to key dates and how they're laid out. We can see a design, we can see a plan for the history of the world, the timetable for the earth. And that's why we have confidence that since God has been so precise in the past, and we can lay it out. We can lay out the calendar from the creation to the flood, from the flood to the cross, and the cross to the end of the church age, or from Pentecost to the end of the church age, and the flood to May 21, 2011, for the beginning of Judgment Day. When we lay out all of these key dates that are derived from the Bible, they're all obtained from the Bible, and we see they have relationship one to another. From creation to the flood, 6,023 years. From the flood to the cross, 5,023 calendar years. Or from the birth of Jacob and Esau to King David beginning to reign, 2007 BC to 1007 BC, an even 1,000-year increment. And then to the birth of the King of Kings in 7 BC, another 1,000 years. And we can just sort of, if you were to lay it all out and map out all the dates and write them out, and then you could just see the time pass and you can see the precision where things did not occur randomly. That the key dates that we know from the past, from the Bible, did not happen randomly. They were very precise, very definite dates. And so that means that the end of the world, we're already in the end of the world with the Great Tribulation, and the Great Tribulation was mapped out very exactly, 8,400 days, an exact 23 years. That began the end of the world. Then Judgment Day, with that arrow that God shot from the day of shutting the ark's door, 7,000 years to the equivalent day, May 21, 2011, that had the underlying date of 2/17. And so it's all too precise for us now at this point to say, well, we just can't know, or it's an unknown thing. Well, why do we know so many other things? Why did God reveal everything else practically, and yet he would hold back this bit concerning the actual destruction of the world? And so we have confidence. We have confidence that there's no reason why God would do that. There is reason why he may delay revealing that final bit of timeline information in order to try his people, but there's no reason why he would conceal that one last bit of information after revealing so much. And so that encourages us, keep searching, keep looking into the Bible and waiting on the Lord, and we'll know when it fits and brings other things into place like a piece of a puzzle, and it'll be precise. That's one thing it has to be. It just can't be, well, here's a date. Here's a date for 2017, and tie a couple of things together. No, it has to be exact, precise. It has to fit the pattern that God has established. And at this time, I think we should not lessen the standard for looking for this information, for looking for the date, for the end of the world, as that is just a doctrine, and we want to be sure of doctrine whenever we develop one. We should not lessen the standard, but we should raise the standard, because we have thought with October 7th, that was it, and there was much strong biblical information pointing to that date. Well, now we need stronger evidence, not less. And so we wait to see, will the Lord reveal more? And again, we have a good expectation that he will.